Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back. Well, first of all, wherever you can see that clock, it's 5:20 on a Thursday afternoon, guys, and I weren't going to do a video today. To be honest, I've been quite busy, not actually doing anything really in here, except for timing up and putting the sump on Russell's Cosworth, which I'm not going to go too much into because I noticed a couple of people in the comments say they're fed up with the Cosworths, guys. If that's the case, please let me know in the comments what you think about me keep going on the Cosies. Unfortunately, I do get quite a lot of Cosworth stuff. That's what I have to go on. And it's hard, really, if I don't, to make content for the videos, so I won't have any videos for you. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. Firstly, I'm going to sort of just go on about just a little recap of what's happening in here, not too much into depth. So first of all, starting over here, we've got the Focus RS, which we've got the go-ahead on. I've ordered all the bits today. Should get them maybe tomorrow, probably Monday, but Isaac's going to be cracking on with this and getting this one put together. The block's all done, bored to 88mm, faced, all cleaned up and painted, ready to go. But he's just finishing the CVH. So this is the one that we did a video a couple of videos ago showing that, that we had a problem and the thing was sort of partially seized, I'd say, or just wouldn't turn one way. Turn a little bit further back and it wouldn't go any further. Turns out the timing was massively out. Turns out again that the camshaft had seized due to it not being primed of oil before it was fired up. So that's what our conclusion was. So what we've done, we've got a new oil pump. We have titivated the cylinder head. That's cleaned up lovely. The cam turns all nice now. So no damage there. We didn't even have to replace the cam. We've got like a mil or two of like a stripe of damage on it, but nothing that interferes with any oil ways or anything like that. Certainly doesn't warrant having a new camshaft. We've obviously took the bottom end to bits, cleaned the block thoroughly and the head, and we're just putting it back together, guys. So all Isaac's got to do is, looks like pick up, sump, rocker cover, you know, do the clearances and what have you again, time it all up, and that one's done, and then he's going to be cracking on with that. Hopefully the owner, he's down in Devon camping next week. He's staying till Friday. He said if we can get it done, he'll pick it up. So we're going to try our best to get it done in a week's time, guys. Just quickly on about a Cosi. I know I said I'm not going to go on too much, but I should probably do a video about this once I get the bottom end took apart. But the customer, I did speak to him and I said about this problem with the oil pickup and the bolt distinctly touching the pickup pipe there, which I thought could be contributing to the noise, because I've had that before. And the reason I've had that before, guys, the first Cosi engine that I ever built, I did exactly that on, and it sounded like a one-man band from everywhere in the engine, top end, bottom end. Amazing how the sound travels, really. Only other thing I could find, well, so far, before taking the crank out and that and checking all the clearances, only other thing I could find was these two buckets here were quite squidgy. Now, I did state to him that once upon a time you couldn't get the twin-chambered hydraulics like that were in original, and a lot of people were selling these single-chambered hydraulics, which are basically the PD Volkswagen hydraulic lifters. And what I normally tend to ask people when they've got a bit of a symptom like this of a top-end tap is, how much were your lifters? And if they were around 80 or 100 quid, the chances are you've got the single-chambered, guys. And I've had quite a few sets of these in the past where either they don't shut up full stop, or they're fairly noisy and quite hard to shut up within the first, you know, first good few miles. So that may be something to do with it, but by the sounds of it, talking to him, it was something a bit more heavy than that. So I'm still going at the minute with that pickup pipe. The only other thing he did say was have a look at the cylinder head. Although it has been done and it's meant to have had guides, he said just check it out, because one of the exhaust guides looked fairly wet down the hole there when the valves are in. So we've had a little look. The only one that's a bit suspect on the top is this one here, which you can see like a bit of a clear top of the guide, whereas all the rest are carboned up. But I've checked the guides, none of them are loose. All the stem seals are good and have been replaced. The guides are nice and snug and everything vacuums all right. So not quite sure why that is, whether a bit of oil was getting past, don't know. But everything sort of looks absolutely fine at this moment. But what I'm going to do is take the oil gallery plugs out of this head, blast it, and but before I blast it, I'm going to check, make sure all the oil galleries are clear of swarf and crap and carbon and stuff, and just try and eliminate everything really, guys. But at the minute, I would say, like I say, just before, I'll do another video once I've got the crank and that out, but I am going with that because that can be a horrible noise. Anyway, got the bits back for our Cosworth. So inlet manifold, all stripped, blasted. So I had a couple of these inlet manifolds off Steve, but one looked like it had been chromed, looked horrible. And the other one looked like it had been done in that heat crackle sort of paint, which is a nightmare to get off. So I've sent them for blasting, got them back, just put them in the soda blaster, the aqua blaster myself, cleaned them up, and then I've painted them, guys, and they've come up lovely. So I've now got 2 of these, 2 full inlet manifolds. I shall keep one as a spare, and I've sent another load of stuff off to be blasted, a lot of which are Russell's stuff. So hopefully get that back by the beginning of next week, and then Russell's going to come pick his engine up next week. So guys, I've been on the phone this afternoon to a gentleman named Angelo. Now, he said that he watches all my videos, so I'm assuming that he watches these and he don't mind me mentioning his name. Absolutely lovely bloke. Angelo is a Ford specialist. Worked for Ford for many years, apparently. Knows his way around an old Ford, by the sounds of it. And the reason I got speaking to him today is because last night, the only thing really that has been bugging me about buying for the van is another big chunk of money, is Borg Warner T5. Now, we all know how much these things used to be. Can't live in the past, though, and how much people are wanting. I mean, I go on eBay periodically and sort of have a look at the prices. Some people are asking about £3 grand, absolutely ridiculous. You know, you could pick one of these up for a few £100 back in the day. I've been round the houses in my mind. I've thought, shall I just put with the Cosimo, shall I try for a Type 9 box? Shall I do this? Shall I do that? But now we've got the big tunnel, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and I'm gonna have to get one of these boxes, guys. So I went on eBay last night, seen a couple for half sensible money, one of which was obviously Angelo's. So I've messaged him and said, you know, asked him a bit about it. He said it's a really good box, no noises, no nasty grinding noises or anything like that. Apparently runs absolutely smooth. We'd sort of come to an arrangement on price, and I said, would you be able to sort of invoice the company? Told him who I work for, and he said, I don't believe it. I watch you every day, or every time you put out a video. So that's absolutely fantastic. So I rang him today, told me who he worked, what his garage was called. So I'm going to have that Borg Warner T5, guys. So it's a 2-wheel drive Cosworth box, so it's going to go straight on the back. I didn't want anything that I had to start opening up and rebuilding, to be honest with you, if I can help it. So we're just going to clean it up exteriorly and sort of paint it, make it look nice. It's going straight on the back of my motor, which is sitting over there. And yeah, that's another thing, a major thing for this van, ticked off the list really. I've just had to laugh to myself because I said to you at the beginning of this video I weren't going to be doing much on the Cossies, but again, I've ended up swiftly moving on to Cossies. Not that I'm specifically going on about that Cosworth engine, but it's the Mark II van, isn't it? You need an update on the van and what's happening with it. Now, do you know what? I am quite excited about this van. And the reason is because I've drove the yellow thing on a daily basis, the Mark I, absolutely love it. No problems with driving the thing every single day. Obviously, the only trouble is with the car. It's hard to put stuff in the back and all that. So a van is going to be absolutely perfect. Now, I'm thinking with this van, I would quite like to use this thing every day as a work vehicle, really, and more. So what my plans are now, having drove the yellow one on a daily basis, knowing what we're going to be doing with this van, what do you think, guys? Do you think that I should keep it very preciously in a garage and get it out dry where they only take it to shows? Or do you think we should just use the thing? I should use it like the yellow one, use it for work, potentially get rid of the orange van and use it as I've been using the orange van. Because let's be honest, since I've had the yellow Mark I, I've probably done about 400 or 500 miles in this orange one. So it's really, the only reason I use it, or the problem I'm going to have, is dragging the kids around. Basically, got a load of stuff in the back that we use for, you know, like my barbecue. Obviously, we need to put sort of heads in it now and again, do a bit of delivery. But we could do that with a little green Mark II, couldn't we? What do you reckon, guys? Do you think it'd be nice? Only thing I'd be doing, apart from putting the Cosy motor in and the Cosy box and doing everything underneath nicely, we're going to have nice big brakes on the front. We're going to have discs on the rear. Modernise it as much as we can. Make it really nice and comfortable inside. Bit of sound deadening, this, that, the other. Maybe put a radio in it. Who knows? Do all the back out, board it. Put some nice carpet in there and, you know, just make it nice. and just use the thing. What do you reckon? I don't think there's a cooler car to be cruising around in on a daily basis than that, but I'd be appreciative if you comment down below, guys, on what you think I should do. Should I keep the orange one and just keep the van as a garage queen again? I had enough of them in my life. Got to the point in my life now where I want to start enjoying the cars that I've got, to be honest with you. And if I'm not enjoying them as I should be, get rid of them. What do you reckon? We could then turn the yellow one into more of a track-focused vehicle. So I've been speaking to a couple of people, one of which is Steve down at Tipton Garage, the one that set the yellow Mark 1 up when I first had it. Done a wonderful job. He knows his way around an Escort and a set of carbs and that, but I spoke to him yesterday and he suggested if you're going to do something with it and start just tinkering with a motor on the yellow one, getting some more power out of it, I would, if I was you, go for throttle bodies, put it on injection. He said they run so much better, especially with a big cam. Get the Type 9 built. That's where Angelo's going to come in because he's built loads of them in the past. And he said if you send that up to me, he can build me a nice 5-speed box for it. So we'll have some nice power out of the crossflow, 5-speed box, maybe stick it on injection. What do you think? Again, guys, please comment down below on what you think. I know these are all toys, but they're not. They're all promotional vehicles as well. They're company vehicles, promotional. So it's not all a waste of money, guys. It's investing money. And I know we will do in the future be investing in more machinery, but that is still yet to come. So don't panic. Not just wasting money on toys, believe it or not. Also, yesterday, I took some bits off to be blasting up at Gun on the same estate that Ryan is, and I stuck my head in the door. Ryan wasn't there, but another gent was. And again, we've got the bloody BMW coming, haven't we? We've got the E30 still. So what we're going to do with that, we're going to use that as a track car. That's going to be a similar car to the Escort van maybe, or the yellow Escort. Do we keep the kit car? We've now got, in a minute, we're going to have 4 of these sort of cars. And what do you do? Where do you keep them? How long do you keep them all? Do you keep them all? I ain't got a clue. Let us know what you think, guys, down in the comments with that. I am probably going to end up having tomorrow off because it's 27 degrees again tomorrow, as is on Saturday and Sunday. It's coming to the end almost of the kids' school holidays. My wife's working on the Saturday. I'm going away somewhere on the Sunday, so I'm not going to see her. So tomorrow I might have the day off, guys. So you might not get another video from me until Monday. Don't know yet. See what I can do. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.